USPS just punched this one to my door. Nice. Got some of that foam, got some bubbles, nice assortment. Oh, I didn't know that was completely ripped. I knew the packaging was a bit shabby, but they saved a completely ripped off section. Or maybe I just ripped that. I wouldn't consider this as much of a lure. This is bait support. I can't imagine much of an action was achieved with this. It's just like a little submarine with a minnow inside. Just scoots along. It's got a little fin on the top there. I just noticed that. This thing was $2.49 in 1950 by the Live Bait Lure Company. I feel like that's not new in the packet. And it's all yellowed. Oh. My, I see hook rash even. I've been tricked. Dude, these hooks are pathetic. Look at those little sad things. They're tiny. All right, how do you get the minnow in? Is it that? Ooh, it's just like that. You flip that up. Boy, I don't want to smell in there, but I'm about to see if it's been used or not. Could this be any more discolored? I knew I was buying kind of a shabby one, but I didn't realize it was completely yellowed. Some of them were clear. Cheers. Oh, okay. Cheese. Okay, my senses are informing me that this thing's been used. My sense of taste is almost informing me that that thing's been used. Get that out of my mouth. Lumberger cheese. I've had that before and I kind of got that vibe from this. The inside of this tube. That poor minnow. I'm gonna put a minnow in this. But this is just plastic injected tubing. There's a top chamber and a bottom chamber. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe it says on the packaging. This is the best method devised yet for casting a live minnow efficiently or trolling a great distance without tearing the hook out of a bait minnow. This is the best method, they say. It's designed to hold a live minnow encased in transparent plastic, all but invisible under the water. We've determined that plastic, shiny plastic, is very visible under the water with the nothing bait. The minnow has freedom of movement. Really. With every cast I can say be free. Has freedom of movement in his natural environment. It's gonna swim enticingly in his comfortable chamber. Wow, this is sick. This is demented. It's trying to sell you on that the minnow's comfortable in there. Inside of that Lumberger cheese tube. This thing's armed with lethal hooks. Get a good look at your lethal hooks, fellas. Special note, if the lure becomes soiled with usage, wash in warm detergent water to restore transparency. I think the only way of this being soiled with usage is if the minnow rots inside of this chamber that it's not free in. There we go, okay. That's what the upper chamber's for. Fishing depth is determined by the amount of water you put in the top chamber. Sudden temperature changes exceeding 10 degrees may kill minnows. I need to go get some minnows. I just noticed the threads on those screw eyes are sticking out. It's not fully threaded into those holes. Way back in the day, 1950s even, they were coming out with gimmicks. It's always been a thing with lures. They had the ancient adage in 1890 that those lures are meant to catch fishermen and not fish. And it's always been true. Grandpa with a bucket of minnows and terminal tackle can outfish you. Anywhere, anytime. How many of these did they sell? AI never knows how many lures lure companies sell. There's never any records. Probably trying to avoid taxes. But the number of auctions and sales that come up for these things are pretty significant. They think a large quantity was sold of these. Probably because it blurred the line between live bait and lure, not so much of the just trying to catch the fisherman type lure. It incorporates live bait. $30-something for this little plastic tube, adjusted for inflation in the 50s. Let's see if it was a gimmick. Whatever's in the scoop, probably. Thank you. So I think from what was on the packaging, we can make this thing float. And if it's just floating there and I don't have to move it, that could prove the concept, you know? Thank goodness for private ponds on Memorial Day. Whew. I just carried that minnow bucket with my pinky finger down here the whole time. Ouch. I'm just gonna leave the air in the top and put a minnow in the tube. Bloop. There's a minnow in the tube. Let's see how this goes. We're just gonna be fishing at top water and trying to keep it still. Resist the temptation to twitch it, turning it into more of a lure than a live bait situation. We're just gonna wait. Just knowing there's a minnow in there, trapped in a tube, it must be frightening. How's he doing? I don't think this minnow feels free. I'm not getting any interest while it's just sitting there either. Maybe a 10-pounder's looking at it right now, who knows, but I'm gonna start twitching it, I don't care. He keeps getting scrunched up at the back of the tube. Not very free, not very comfortable. Oh, fish on. After a twitch, I twitched it. Oh, he's just barely on. Come on. Oh, it's official. Bass-like minnow torture devices. That's official. The bass can be free, but we're not done with you yet, mister. How's it going? I got one. It's from the 1950s. It's this weird thing you put a minnow inside of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Supposed to be invisible. It's
yeah.
not. But I got one on it already, top water.
You're taking pictures?
Yeah, video.
Right now, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, it hit when I was twitching it.
Does it float down there?
Yeah, it's floating right out there. It's funny, the packaging, it was saying like the minnow stays comfortable. There's holes in here, watch out.
Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah.
Oh. Treble hooks are tiny. Lost it. Dang. I think it's a bad lure. I really do. I could have caught like 20 by now.
Yeah.
On anything else. Give me a bite. Oh, fish on.
Oh, you look out.
Okay, we gotta take this one easy. No! These treble hooks are pathetic. The line gets caught in those screw eyes because they're open a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Grandma? She yelling for you?
I better go.
No problem. Good seeing you. I've been here 40 minutes. One bass, which is not typical of this pond. Hey there. I didn't twitch it. I didn't twitch it. It just hit. And it's official. That's what we were looking for. A non-reaction strike hit. Are you guys still recording over here? Yes, you are. Oh my goodness. It's official. Bass-like nightmare minnow tubes in a non-reaction strike fashion. Be free. Did it sniff the minnow? Did it catch a glimmer or reflection of this tube in the sun? That minnow is completely dead. Gills are not moving whatsoever. I'd say not very comfortable. I'm thinking a little bit smaller of one will have more room to swim. So I got a little one. There's one. It was on the move. Wow, this is a feisty little guy. Probably won't catch him. Yep. Way too feisty. As soon as it hits the weeds, the fish is off because these hooks are bad, as we've already established. It's just clumped up at the bottom. Let's see if we're dealing with a bunch of baloney. I got a 3-inch prey bait running through the water. Ooh. Same cast. Oh! An inch away from exactly where you don't want to be hit with a 3/8 ounce jig. Probably won't stay on. It's okay. Okay. They're hitting like crazy. Multiple strikes each cast. What's this? Yeah, they're biting pretty good. So that lure is pretty bad. And I didn't lose that bass on this tiny, tiny jig, but I was losing it on those horrible little treble hook. Now we know what we're dealing with. Ooh, bluegill? Yeah, it's fighting harder. Oh yeah, It's a Bjornson gill. Oh, good fight. Good fighting. Bigger fish. Good gill. Okay, I brought option. Little copper bearings, glass balls, and tungsten balls. I kind of want to start with the copper bearing. I'll just bring this bag with me. More of a scatter, you know? Not so much a knock. I put like a dozen in there or so. And one on the top on accident. I bet that will work better than a live minnow. Let's see. We're going to the creek. You know what? Never mind. They keep falling out of the hole in the pack. Fine, we'll start out with the glass balls. They just barely fit correctly too. It's gonna knock some temptation into some smallmouth. They tore down our favorite bridge, fellas. We used to fish under it all the time. I'm getting old. I haven't been here since though. I have no clue what it's like down here. No. Looks like there still might be fish. Well, that was not productive. We could get some bait ligation stuff done while we're here. Wipe some of these off the to-do list. We're at the best pond ever. See if they want it. Oh, got a hit. Threw it in the grass, pulled it out, got a hit. Ooh, got another hit. Got 2 hits, 1 cast. Threw it in the grass. Sneaking it out of the grass always works, man. Fish on. Fish on. Nice. All right, took 3 treble hooks to get out of that bass. It's kind of annoying. There we go. That was, I think I popped it a couple times. Might have rattled a little bit, but it bit. That bass was looking for stuff to react to. So we proved you don't need a minnow inside of this thing for it to work. It's official that bass just like torture chambers. Oh, oh man. They come so close to actually getting it. I would conclude that overall, this is a very unofficial lure. I've been here quite a while now trying to catch anything out of one of the best ponds in the world. And it's kind of frustrating. It's not that bad. It's not super frustrating or anything. It's just I'm here. Why continue to do that to myself? There's no way I can establish more that it's unofficial than that, you know? Cannonball. We got the extra chunky cannonball wake bait right here. Oh my goodness! Just had a massive blow up on this giant bait. It missed. It was probably a trout. I feel like this bait requires a big fish. You guys want it? Do you want it? No? A little too much for you? I don't blame you. It's a lot. They probably just need a break. I made some ridiculous stuff this year, didn't I? Or last year. That is an absurd thing to make official. I feel like I should have calmed down. We could easily get one on the Vision 110 knockoff, possibly the Johnson Weedo. This one's already official. I don't know why it's in there. Oh man, I didn't make this official. Okay, and then there's the 4-eyed bait. So we got some ridiculously large dudes, and then everything I just put right here is kind of reasonable. Let's run through the reasonable stuff first. Starting with, I want to start with the crank station with the single hooks. This would be pretty cool if we got one. Oh, fish on! That was a good hit. That scared me. It's a good bass on the crank station. It's got the little single hooks on it. Boy, this is special. We're finally making it official. Oh, and it caught a dandy. Both hooks in the bottom jaw. It's official, fellas. The crank station can catch monsters. A nice thick Bjornson bass for the crank station. Be free, and check that one off the list. You guys remember the wedge nose glider? This thing has such a good action. One of the best actions I've ever gotten out of a small glider, and it's because of the wedge nose that we established. This was fall of last year. Couldn't get a fish on it, even though it's so good. Let's get a glider bass. Yeah, that's like too good. It gets going so quick. I think we might just go ahead and tie on the Johnson Weedo. Will it happen here? Oh, that'll be impressive as heck. You want the Johnson? No? Fine. I'll fish with it normal. Ooh, just got a hit right there. Hit on the Johnson Weedo, no fish-o. So typical. Oh, that was a hit. Oh, come on. It's Farmer Johnson, Weedo. Dude. Okay, this is very, very difficult lure to hook a fish up with, because these are aggressive fish. They want it. The action's fine. Has a nice little shimmy shimmy. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh my goodness. That was in a fish's mouth and I pulled it out. That's what that was. Whoa. Wow. Hit after hit after hit after hit. No fish. I'm gonna have to give up on the Johnson Weedo. It is an unofficial bait, I think. I could be here all night doing this. I don't think it would work. Last cast. Johnson Bologna. Get out of my life. Vision 110 knockoff. This might get those trout. Ooh. That is a rainbow. Oh my goodness. That's official. Rainbow trout, like Vision 110 knockoff. It's gotta be the knockoff. I'll let that guy go real quick. That was quick. Oh. Another one couldn't resist. Just chill. I might not even have to touch you if you relax, buddy. There we go. I'm just gonna drop them out. It's official again. It's a rainbow trout catcher. And a net catcher, oh my goodness. Got one. Little bass. He must be a very recent little stocking or something, because healthy as could possibly be. Be free. Free, happy, well-fed. What a life in the Bjornson pond. Walleye right under the dock. I put the 3-inch prey bait on. There's something. That was a crappie. Fish on. Crappie on the bottom jaw. It's pretty sweet. We're getting so many species. I'm gonna do a bit of a walk around. Okay, taking just a couple of big boys around the pond. Whoa, that was a big wiper. 10 feet away from me. Completely ignorant of my bait. Fish on. Nice. That's on the glider. This is gonna be pretty official. This is a big bait. Don't throw it. He's trying to throw it. That or he's trying to kill it. Oh. Super big bass, whoa. That is a absolute slobber nozzle, but it's official. Bass Lake wedge nose gliders. Wowzers. Swam away like it was big too. Bait ligations are going okay at the Bjornson pond. Let's see if we can get one on the extra chunky wake bait that dives a little bit and can be a crankbait. I just like took out that tree. This lure is a tree removal service. I think it's too much. That is like more thump than, you know, most musky lures. That is just bonkers though. The glider seems to work good because yeah, it hit the water hard, but it just slides through the water and doesn't scare things. Let's prove the theory. I'm gonna get the glider back out. We'll try to catch one more on it. Ooh, fish on immediately. Wow. It's way over there. It's pretty big. Yeah, that's not small. Hefty, hefty. Is this my PB for the year? Don't jump. Oh no, I just got him snagged on the back. He's pretty big still though. Oh, oh jeez. Oh jeez. Yeah, he's a decent sized bass snagged on the back. That was the fight. It's official. I saw one hook was in the mouth, but it came out, so he did take a swing at it. Be free. He must be tired. Fish on. That was while it was gliding. Ooh, it's another really good one. They like this little glider. I just needed to come back here. Oh my goodness. Gotcha. Big bass. That is official as heck. Very large bass. Thanks to bjpond.com. He's cranking in the 5-pounders. There we go. Bunch of slack in the line. Came up from behind. That's what crappies do. Got the nifty little crappie line going on that one. Pretty cool. Another one. That's gonna be a crappie. Bunch of slack. Oh, oh, oh. Beluga style bluegill. There's another species. Beluga style. Whoa, that was a quick hit. This feels like a trout. Ooh, another new species. Wasn't expecting that. A little channel cat on a jig. Gorgeous. Be free. That little shell cracker. Gorgeous. You just gotta wait. Oh, a perch. That's crazy. Every single cast is something different. This is a very difficult place to leave.
Farewell, best pond ever. Until next time.
I think if I remake something like this, remaster, attempt to design something better, it deserves its own video. It needs to be like an Iron Man suit for a minnow. An upgrade to the minnow. Believe it or not, that's the most success I've had when it comes to the bait legations, thanks to Bjornson Pond Management. Your source for everything pond and lake management. Restore, refine, and sustain your pond in the healthiest way possible. Electrofishing, fish stocking, vegetation control, pond construction, land management, pretty much any product you can think of to make your pond healthy. Bjornson Pond Management, bjpond.com. Get your ponds healthy, fellas. So thanks to Bjornson Pond Management. I might squeak some more bait legations in at the end of videos. This year was just rough, and I think it's just me. I feel like if eventually I can make it happen here with this extra chunky crank, I'll be fully satisfied and I can move on. I'll be keeping this with me this year. If you want to see this remastered, like the video, please. It's on to the next bait, but I already have it done. I already did it. I just gotta edit it. Oh my goodness. You know why? The Lake Hartwell, South Carolina bait makers epic bait makers meetup. That's why. Gotta get ahead a little bit to keep up. And from that video, oh my goodness, I stink. I need to shower. The most potent fishy smell you could ever imagine I have on me. Look forward to that in the next video. Thanks for watching. On to the next bait.
We're not done with you yet, mister. Beluga style. No! So typical. Hefty, hefty.
Cheese. Oh my.
You guys want it? Oh.